So after killing two innocent animals for Mr. Pearson and our so-called family of outlaws, we are back to the camp and we are planning with Dutch to rob a fucking train. And it's 4 in the morning right now. It's not that I haven't gotten over my sleeping schedule. It's just that it's fucking raining, I cannot sleep, and so I just thought recording this video will just be as fruitful as 8 hours of sleep. Right now we are talking with Mr. John. He got gang fucked by some wolves in the mountain and he isn't having a good time. Regardless, he still wanted to give us a hand at the robbery, but I didn't want to tell him this straight to his face. But at this condition, he is worse than a liability. If we're taking him, we also have to take his fucking wife, Abigail, because none of us are handling when he takes a shit eventually. None of us are wiping that shit. And we also need to take some diapers or whatever the equivalent of that was back in 1899. So we just told him to get fucked. And right about then, this bitch came and started roasting the fuck out of Mr. John.
About you?
Guess I was hoping to see a corpse. A rotten man, John Marston.
He is an idiot, Abigail. We all know it.
And with that, we came out discussing about the robbery and we get to see how much of a greedy rat Mr. Dutch is. We meet Mr. Jose, who is almost shitting his pants, and we can smell the stench burning through our nose. But the greed of Mr. Dutch remains unmatched, so there is no second guessing this robbery. Now, the title of the mission is Who the Hell is Levictus Cornwall? And bear in mind the name Levictus Cornwall holds equal value in the game as a shit stain. So, it doesn't really matter, but still we are going to fucking rob him. Am I the only guy that does his homework around here? And I got a question. In the game, it's frequently shown that Dutch considers Arthur his son and Arthur considers Dutch as his mentor and father. But just look at Arthur. He looks as if he was born after 3 days of the Big Bang. That is how old he looks. How the fuck can you tell me that he is younger than Dutch? It doesn't even make any fucking sense. But anyways, sense hasn't been one of my strong points either, so we will just move on. And some of you guys may be pissed that I use Bandicam, but I brought in the OBS software and the shit doesn't record properly. Everything gets distorted and shit, so I'm trying to set it up. While recording this section, I had to take a nasty shit and it almost burned a hole through my rectum. Like I already got a hole, but a hole in the hole. And your day would have gone completely fine without knowing this, but I'm still putting it in the video. Just so I have a higher probability about ruining your fucking day. So right now, our homeboy Bill is putting on the dynamite. Hope it doesn't explode on my fucking face. Looks like our homeboy Bill was paying more attention to Abigail and the other hoes instead of his explosive lessons. Because the explosive didn't fucking explode. And now I gotta do all this stuntman Rambo type shit to get on the fucking train. Meanwhile, the others who jumped along with me fell on the ground with severe concussions on their head. And my associate Lenny slipped and is now dangling on the train like a fucking monkey. Ladies and gentlemen, this right here is the epitome of a robbery in 1899. Now I'm stuck in this train which is guarded by dozens of armed men, and I'll have to clear all this area by myself. Now right when we thought that we have stopped the train, there is nothing that could go wrong right now. A bunch of other hooligans show up. We kill them as well. And by we, I mean I. So after I have done all the heavy lifting, guess who decided to show up? This fat sack of shit who is supposed to be our leader. And after his lazy fat ass finally touched ground, what does he decide to do? He decides to give a fucking speech. And of course it didn't fucking work. So we initiate plan B. And that didn't work either. Luckily, we got plan C. C stands for dynamite. And it worked like wonder. So we taped up the dynamite to the wagon and blew the shit up. Robbed the train of everything that was valuable. Even took condoms that looked reusable. I also found a letter here. I don't give a fuck about reading it, but it's from some guy named Archibald. I'm putting extra emphasis on the word bald because I want you to know that he's bald, Archibald. What's in here? Ah, we got a cigar. There is a picture of a guy hanging in the cabinet and he looks like a fucking capitalist. What do we have here? It doesn't look like money. Ah, it's bonds. I don't even know if they're worth anything. Got some premium cigarettes off the fucking drawer. So we are done with all this robbing bullshit. And all I got was some fucking papers and cigar, some premium cigarettes.
Oh, sure.
The fat fuck told me to do something of these fuckers and I just killed and looted them. Now all I have left to do is start the fucking train and get it running on the tracks. And then I can go back to the Grizzlies and just fuck Abigail, I guess. Ah, my back! Ah, my back! Boy, get me some penicillin. Has it been invented yet?